we are back here at this job here in Stort, where we're building this additional porch in the back and this garage addition as well. As you guys can see from last time when we were here, we had already put the sheathing on top of this building right here for the garage, and we didn't have much prepped up for the porch, for both porches. As you guys can see, we basically have all our rafters installed on top, and we started putting our tongue and groove. It's a 2x6x12 tongue and groove V joint for the top instead of using plywood. And the other thing was that when on the plans it calls for an HU24-2 for these buckets right here, but if you can see, for right now temporarily we ended up putting this little shim. It doesn't look nice, so don't think we're gonna be doing this on all our jobs. I don't know if you guys were able to see that, but we had to order some different kind of buckets or hangers, shall we say. It doesn't look nice. This is an aesthetic job, and it needs to look good, because you don't want to have that little piece of shim in between. It just doesn't look nice. And the thing is that the architect called for these hangers. I don't know how they would do that. So that was one thing. And another thing, we had to put these through bolts, 1/2-inch through bolts on top of the rafter, and it'll go all the way down through the beam, and we had to put these nuts on them. So that's that. And what we try to do for the rafters, we try to make sure it matches up front in the house where it has that little design. So that's another thing we did. And same thing goes for this deck over here. It's going to be the same thing. 2x6x12 tongue and groove V joint for the top piece, where actually we plywood, but you know, we're not using plywood here. And rafters, which are 3x6 with the design cut, and our beams as well. It's gonna look identical to what it looks like over there in that house. And also what they're gonna do with that house, they're gonna have to do an opening for a door, and they're gonna remove those windows. But yeah, so far we have basically everything done here in this this project here. The only thing that we're waiting for is more material to arrive, and those buckets, so we can exchange those. And then we also have to block that section up there. I don't know if you guys can see it. So that way we can cover that up. And another thing we're gonna do is that the owner and the contractor also, they wanted us to cut 4 inches from the wall out where the overhang is at, so that way they have enough space to do their siding right up there. I don't know if you guys can see it. So that's another thing we have to do. It's a few things that we have to do here and there, but we should be out of this project hopefully by the end of this week. We should be back here on Wednesday. Today's Monday, and we should be back here on Wednesday, like I said, to finish up everything and call in for inspection. He did get an inspection done, and they gave him a partial, so that way he can dry in the building. And after that, like I said, he should be able to get an inspection for the rest of the job. And we might be possibly doing the driveway here and doing the decking for the deck as well, because at first they were going to do I believe they're going to do cypress, or what's the other material called? I don't remember what's the other material. Ipe. That was another material they're going to use, but I guess the owner he changed his mind and he said let's just do pressure treated wood. So that's what we're going to end up doing here. Maybe I still got to give them a bid for that. So and that will basically complete here, just doing the driveway and doing the decking. And like I said, we still have to do the decking on top of these rafters here, and we should be out. So I just want to bring you guys along over here real quick, so you guys can see where we're at right now. But yeah, we are basically 80% done. We just have a few more other things to do, and we should be done here and continue on to the next project. So we'll be back here as soon as they start finishing up everything, and check out how this whole project turned out to be.